You know what? Let's tech a marker live because I really don't feel like making a whole video and shit. So we're gonna be checking this axe. Recently got it on a trade for a dangerous power fusion. Really clean. Power's on, Noid clicks and everything. I just like to go through my guns once I get them to, or markers once I get them to kind of sort all the issues out and everything. Also, just trying to get more out there in the tech world. So I'd figure, what better way to get out there than to start posting tech videos. So Axe, nothing's wrong with it. We're just gonna take everything apart and just gonna go through it and be sure everything's all good. Lube everything up if we have to. Bolt, set that to the side. Looks really clean in there. Clean. Threads look good. That's one thing a lot of people don't do is they don't look at their threads at all. They just, throw whatever crap on. ASA threads are also important. See if they're black. If black crap comes out like that, usually means it's time to clean your tank rag and your tank threads. So cool, that's off. Let's go ahead, get these grips off. I don't even think that the grips need to come off because everything is, yeah, so I'll take them off just for convenience reasons. Oh boy, let's see. Be sure the detents are all good and clean. Wrong one. Yeah, so I just started mostly teching. Well, I've been teching markers my whole life, ever since I started paintball. I love it. It's peaceful. It's calm. I also have tiny raccoon-like fingers, so that helps quite tremendously. Bam, bam, bam. I also got some good old footage going on in the background. I may switch POVs here in a little bit, but for right now, I think this is the best overhead view that I could get. Very anal about my markers. I don't like letting them sit in my car. I don't like letting them. When I chop paint, I clean it immediately. I don't let it just kind of sit out. I hate that stuff. The only markers I won't tech are electronic issues. I can't stand. I mean, um, the impulse right here, my impulse. I mean, it's running blind right now because I can't stand the eye issue. I've updated it and everything, and it is still giving me nothing but issues. So I've ran that blind, and that impulse has been probably one of the best guns ever to me. Um, it was filthy when I got it, but JT impulses are tanks, and they'll last you. They'll last you a lifetime. Jeez, I'm stuffed up today. Holy crap! Good lord. All right, grips are off. We're gonna go ahead and get the detents out. We should detents look all good. Yeah, that one had a little ship. I got that off my fingy. Oh, yeah, looks good. Looks good. I don't think there's any need to run uh, anything through there. So we're gonna go ahead and foregrip off. I don't like taking the screws all the way out on these. In fact, that actually quite aggravates me. So I just kind of get them a little bit loose, and then the foregrip kind of slides right off. Don't take these all the way out because those are really fucking tiny. Foregrip, nothing wrong. Connections look good. I'm gonna go ahead and take off that cover here in a little bit. Be sure the battery's all good. Connection's all good. Noise looks good. I'm not even gonna mess with the ASA because these things, for whatever reason, the axes, their issue is there's an O-ring that sits right in between the transfer tube and the ASA. And sometimes when you undo this ASA, that O-ring likes to not go seated again where it was properly. I actually had a mini with that issue, and for the life of me, no matter what I did, there was about a gap, half-inch gap, about that wide on the ASA, and I couldn't get it out for the life of me. Yeah, fun problems when you just encounter stupid shit. But all right, let's get this frame off and be sure everything is all good to go. I will be live streaming tonight some video games, so if anybody would like to stop by or join me in playing some CS or Apex, I will be available tonight. Nope. I think there's a short bus going in the background, so if you hear anything, that's probably what's going on. Let's see, we need this one. I've had multiple of these Axe mini clone. Ooh, wow, that screw was insanely loose. What? This? Okay, I was about to trip out. I was about to be like, no way, bro, that's crazy. I probably should have made more tech videos on every gun I've teched, but sometimes it just gets to be a lot. Uh-oh. Okay, that scared me. Will it reach? Yes, it does, but it doesn't matter. With your hand. There we go. So now the frame should just come apart very gently. Yep. Yep, there we go. All right. So guts, everything looks super clean. Whoever owned this prior did maintenance out the wazoo. I mean, that's insanely clean. I don't even think we have to do a full breakdown of this thing. Connection looked good to the Noid. I actually am curious. Right. Let's the body down. Inspect the Noid. Noid looks super clean. O-rings look good. It was getting faulty on me for a second, so I didn't know if it might needed to be relubed. But I did put some rounds through it, and it seemed to have liked it pretty well. A Sheep Bow says, "What's that paintball marker, my good boy? Paintball marker. Sorry, I just saw that's a paintball, bro. Come on, brother, get hip with the times." But so I was just gonna go in here and throw some lube or some oil grease on the armature, but I don't even think that's necessary. So I'm just gonna set that off to the side since that's working. All right, so it still has that pin. Still has it over. I don't even think we need to go much further than this because honestly, that's a pretty clean axe. I don't see any damages at all. I don't even think I need to open this up at all. This thing is magnificent. Bolt slides right off. There's no hesitation, but just to be safe, let's throw some lube on that. Just take all the old stuff off real quick. So another thing I see people do a lot is when they lube something, they only lube uh the O-rings that are touching metal or something. I lube every O-ring. The reason I lube every O-ring, regardless on the bolt system, is purely some greases like to help with O-ring swell, just a tiny bit. So what ends up happening is it creates a better seal and you get more efficiency out of it. when every single O-ring has been properly sealed up. And after about, I would say, 100K shots, man. I like to maintenance my stuff like my cars. Like I said, I'm pretty anal about everything. I'm pretty meticulous with how I do stuff. If I need to overlube, I'll overlube. If I need to underlube, I'll underlube. And if it ends up being not a lubing scenario or any sort of lubricant scenario, and it just happens to be something bad with the body or the bolt system or something like that, then I'll uh, pour more resources into it and see what's up with it. But usually it's just a case of needs to be lubed, timed, um, just basically tuned into a nutshell. Let's see, that's the bolt. Now a lot of people don't know this on the Axa Minis. This is actually a directional spring. People are gonna call me retarded and stupid and all kinds of shit, but see how that's not catching? It's supposed to catch. It's supposed to catch like that. That's how you know, because this side does not catch. This side catches like that. That's just what I figured out. Hard truth. I was having sometimes just random balls shoot down very, 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 very low on my old Mini and my Mini GS, and I found out that these springs actually kind of lock, and they don't lock, but you'll know which side's the right side on these springs just by that. So let's throw that in last. Gotta put the frame on first. So that's just kind of what I do when I check all my guns. I go through the entire marker. I check all the O-rings, all the connections. I be sure everything's good. The breech is good. Boards are good, and there's no corrosion. I check for the usual stuff, the usual suspects that usually cause guns to go down. Markers, I should say, since YouTube's apparently getting picky, like Facebook, with that too. It's just annoying. There we go. Nice, nice. All right. I never was never any good at this. There we go. Put screws back in the frame skis. I am gonna have a few other markers coming into tech. I recently made a surprise purchase that probably shouldn't have been made, but that's okay. It's a surprise. I got 2 egos and a crossover XVR on the way, and then I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, my PRP is currently as well getting my PRP pump is currently getting fixed as well. All right, there we go. It scared me for a second. Do things right. Blink out an eye. There we go. Real ball attack. Nice. All right. I was very impatient when I used to do this. See if I can get it first try. First try. Uh-oh. Nice first try. First, second, whatever. All right. This one. Tightening up the front grip. Yeah, it doesn't make the usual click. Yeah, I don't think that Noid's gonna be lasting much longer, so yeah, not my concern. They have plenty of these in restock. Go ahead and throw the D10s back in. There's one D10 in. And then kaboom. That's it. Ta-da. But I will be streaming tonight on uh-oh. There we go. I will be streaming tonight on the PC later on. So if you guys want to see some gameplay of me fucking around and some fun games, give us a shout. And I will see you nerds later. Peace.